What's up? What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? You tuned in to another episode of Prison Talk Live. Hopefully, you had a good weekend and you got to do some things with your loved ones. You got to enjoy life. You know, I'm hoping you guys been telling people about the channel so that we can hit that 500,000 mark. A lot of you guys don't tell nobody or you're afraid to subscribe. I don't know what's up. We get the views, but we should have we should have 1 million subscribers right now, man. If we're getting 8 million views a month, we should have 1 million subscribers. So what's up, man? You guys are watching, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you go check out FreshOutSeries.com and subscribe to the website. Shoot us a message. I try to answer as many questions as possible. If I can't answer all your questions, it's because some of them are repetitive, some of them are just too long, and I try to go over most of the stuff in the interviews when I have other people on there. I can't speak on things I don't know about. I've never seen another man have his cheeks busted in prison. I can't speak on that. I've never kicked it with a chomo or a rapist in prison. I can't speak on that. You know, I don't know how a certain race gets down because I'm not that race and I wasn't hanging out with them. So I let other people speak on things they might know about. But I don't speak on what I don't know, and I try to keep it as real as possible with y'all so that we're all on the same page. Shout out to the homie Wes Watson Fitness. Instagram, check him out from Dago. We just did an interview over the weekend, and his first interview for Prison Talk is going to drop tomorrow. Make sure you guys sub up to the channel, man. You don't want to miss it. He kicked some real shit about prison politics in California and a lot of the racist bullshit that goes on in there. And thank goodness, man, we're on the street. We can chop it up like men. We ain't got to trip off the color of skin, and we can have a mature conversation, man. So me and Wes, we chopped it up, and we had a great interview. And we had some great prison talks from him, man. So make sure you guys check out his message. It's real, it's raw, and it's just, trying to give you guys some game so you don't go to prison and get caught up in that stuff. Because for you guys who are white guys out there in California, you go to California State Prison, you're going to have to deal with a lot of politics, man. A lot of politics. So check out Wes Watson's interview tomorrow and tune in to his prison talk. Also, shout out to Wrong to Strong, to the homie JC. He came out. We also did his interview from Arizona. Dude been through a lot of stuff. He got a lot of game. If you haven't got a chance to check him out, go to Wrong to Strong, his YouTube, his Instagram, his Twitter. JC, the homie, originally from Chicago. He been in the mix a long time, doing his thing now on the positive side. So see what he's talking about. But yeah, we just did an interview with him too. So we got some heat coming for y'all, man. Ricardo, thanks for the donation, man. Let me see that great ball in the back. Oh, you see my my workout ball. That's my ab for the abs and shit, man. I try to get in there and do that shit in the morning when I get a chance. But yeah, man, we got some great interviews for you guys. We're trying to stay positive. You guys, who are looking for something else outside of prison, we're also doing the Young Hustler series. We got an interview dropping real soon with one of our young hustlers, and something from nothing, man. So if you're not from Cali, but you visit Cali or you want to fly us out, we'll come out there to you on your dime. We're not going to spend our money to come interview you, but you guys pay, we'll come out there and interview you and put you on a channel and get you a platform. If you got a business, you got something you're doing big, you're into cars, hey, man, we'd love to come out and check you guys out, man. But we're just in California, and based on our resources, you guys got to ante up if you want us to come do some business with y'all on a video tip. But we're more than glad to fly out and see you guys in different states. We got a lot of other things going on. We're not just about prison, man. Also check out Big Herc 916 on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel. All about that positivity and that motivation. I talk about a lot of things, conscious things that make you think, things that, give you a sense of self, and, that life coaching. So holler at me, man. And, we also have consulting on this channel. You can go to our website, sign up for a consulting appointment, and get your mind right. You know what I mean? If you're scared to death, hey, holler at us, man. Hopefully we can get rid of some of them jitterbugs. But what's on you guys' mind, man? What you guys got going on? Nah, the Chevelle's still up for sale, homie. Ivan Granados, thanks for the donation, man. You got a business in Florida? Well, hey, man, you trying to promote it? You want to holler at us, shoot a commercial? Get at us, man. Booty Bandit, you got a stupid question, man. And I never did no gay porn, homie. But I heard you were into getting your cheeks busted. Hey, everybody, give Booty Bandit a round of applause. He asked a stupid-ass question, and he likes having his cheeks busted. 401k, I couldn't really tell you, man. My investments are different. I don't have a 401k. I got some other stuff that I'm working on that I haven't trust. Speaking of talking about shit in the pen, what's up with you and skating? Oh man, I haven't skated in a long time, bro. I went out there and busted an ollie. If you guys see my Instagram, Big Herc 916 or FreshOutSeries, I busted a little ollie real quick. But I haven't skated in a long time, man. That was probably 80 pounds lighter, 90 pounds, like 80 pounds lighter, and I just ain't had the time, man. I've been focusing on just writing, doing art, working on my business, so I haven't really had time to skate. I would love to, man. I wish I did have the hours to put in to go to Venice, man, and skate the bowls, man. Why don't you invest in marketing for more subscribers? We are investing in marketing. We got people out there doing it, man. It's just, if I was doing a bunch of dumb shit on here, on YouTube, like a lot of these guys who have these channels, who have no purpose, who do donuts in cars, who go up and slap people, who do parodies and stuff like that, we probably have more subscribers, man. But we just keep it real how we are, man. You know what I mean? That's not our lane right there. But hey, everybody has to do what they can do, man. Bimbo Butt Cheeks, thanks for the donation. Have you ever had to prove yourself when you first went to prison? How the first few days adjusting? Were you nervous as hell when you got there? I never had to prove myself in prison, bro. I mean, I carried myself the way I carry it now. I'm not one of those dudes who try to go around and act tougher than what I am. I'm humble, but if you try to put hands on me, I'm going to put hands on you first. I'm going to get off. I'm not going to let you touch me, you know what I'm saying? And you're not going to disrespect me. So, I just carry myself how I was taught, to show people courtesy, and you get courtesy back. Be humble. The first few days I was in prison, as far as going to initially MDC LA, it's different, man. You getting arrested. When I first got arrested, going to county, then going to MDC holding. When I went to the pen and actually got designated Lompoc USP 2000, it was they were on lockdown, man. So I went into a lockdown situation. I went into a cell with another guy. Shout out to Big Kato, and from 60s, and basically, man, I had to sell up. Wasn't no commissary. I had no property. I was hit. You know what I'm saying? And they were locked down for I don't know how many days. I forgot. I mean, how many weeks we were locked down, and finally came out and went to commissary and tried to hook up with people I might know from other spots, but you walk into it's like a dog kennel, man. All the dogs, when you go in there and they're barking and shit, man, trying to, fill you out, man. That's what it's about, man. And it wasn't no joke. But I wasn't up in there scared. I've been to juvenile hall. I've been to YA. So, I mean, it is what it is, man. Ivan Granados, thanks for the donation. Veteran 2021. Oh, man, of course, man. We don't glorify prison on this channel. We don't tell you little punk-ass stories about stupid shit and try to make you seem like it's like all that. Because ain't nothing in prison all that, man. If you got all that shit to talk about prison, what are you doing now? That's what I want to know. Because prison ain't shit. Everybody can have a Snicker bar, a honey bun, a pair of Nikes snuck in. Oh, you got a little weed. That ain't shit in prison, man. What are you doing on the street? That's what it's about, man. That's what we talk about. What you doing on the street, man. Is there cannabis growing legal yet? Yeah, there's people growing cannabis. There's a lot of people with farms out here, man. I mean, it's flooded, man. A lot of people try to do the same shit. The cannabis is big. You got people making money off CBD. I mean, there's a lot of ways to make money out here. You know, I mean, if you're tied into the right people and you got in at the ground floor. You know, I know people who have everything from their own coffee, to their own supplement line. I mean, you know, we have a supplement line, Yard Time. We're selling supplements. I mean, so there's a lot of things, a lot of hustles, and you know, a lot of different ways you can legally make money. My uncle was an Aztec. He did 13 and a half years in Texas. And so he got out, started building houses from the foundation all by himself. Yeah, man. I mean, you know, a lot of people go to prison, man, and they learn a skill, man, and they actually, you know, turn that into a business, man. And that's what, you know, that's what I would recommend people, man, you know, is take that time to learn you a skill. Because if you were a hustler before, you can be a hustler, you know, 5 times that once you get out. I don't know what question you had. Yeah, you're a dumbass, Devin. Devin the dumbass. Boom, what up, Big Herc? We got pounds of funk for 4 up here. Mount Shasta. Hey, man, I know you getting that paper up there in Mount Shasta then and shit. You know, you got them people coming through there, man. You making it happen. Get your paper, man. Get your bread, homie. I agree. Haven't seen too many changes. Don't any stories on Texas or Utah. We don't call them out to Jack. How much do you pay for? I don't know. I don't know anything about the breakdown of drugs. When I did the interview with I believe Wes talks about a little bit about what thing, you know, how much things cost in perspective. But to be honest with you, I never seen drugs in prison, man. I wasn't around drugs. I had no dealings with drugs. That wasn't something I wanted to get involved with. And I knew that, you know, touching drugs, you know, had serious consequences. So I never seen any type of heroin in prison. I never seen any type of meth, or, you know, or pills. But I know they had it. People had all type of shit in there. I know dudes were going off that heroin, that hop. You know, people were snorting coke up in there. It's all type of shit, man. Smoking weed. Somebody said, replying to Danny. I know some people are just ignorant, man. You know, like the dude Danny Carter, he's a clown. You know, what trips me out is how the people get on there and they want to just get attention. But I know I shouldn't even say his name because now he thinks he's important. Big Herc, if some inmates were escaping from prison and they already had a plan set out, would you go with them or stay? Say you still had many years to go. To be honest with you, man, I wouldn't want to be caught up in any type of escape because automatically I think 5 years. And then you got to have a lot of money to run. I mean, you can't escape from prison and go back to your old neighborhood or contact old people. You got to basically disappear, man. And if you're, you know, unless you're a major player or cartel guy, you got different identifications already lined up and all this stuff. I mean, escaping from prison, man, where are you going to go? You're going to run around for like a week or so before they find you? Are there any methods to motivate kids today to help them move forward, to prevent them from getting locked up? Yeah. There are methods to motivate kids, man. You got to get them off them damn computers, man, off them damn video games. You got to make them get their ass at the house. You got to expose them to things that are outside their comfort zone. You know, if a kid's never been anywhere as far as to the beach or to a nice restaurant for a nice dinner, or, you know, to work with you to see what you do all day, or had a career day where he talks to different people in different places. A kid needs exposure, man. Scare straight don't work. You can't punk a kid into not going to prison. Tell them that if you go to prison, I'm going to take your cheeks and all this stuff. Kids don't want to hear that, man. They rebel against that. They need to be exposed to opportunity. You need to make a kid feel so damn stupid that you want to be stupid enough to hang out in the streets and go to prison, or do you want to, you know, make some money and become a successful person? Do you want to open up your own body shop, or do you want to open up your own tattoo parlor? Do you want to open up your own car lot or your own real estate company, or go to college, or go into the military? You got to show kids that, man, you know, that there's other opportunities. Scare straight don't work, man. It wouldn't work with me, but it would have worked if an OG would have told me, man, some real game about the prison ain't shit. I probably would have paid closer attention, man. No, I didn't play handball. I didn't play games in prison, man. Never played handball. Didn't play basketball. Didn't play volleyball. Didn't play softball. You know what I mean? None of that stuff. This dude right here, who's this? Let me see. I wish I could smack half these teams. Yeah, they need discipline, man. A lot of these kids, man, they need somebody to fucking, you know what I mean? They need somebody to actually give them some guidance. Let me see. I'm trying to do something real quick. Let me see something. There we go. How to deal with the house arrest. I've been on this for 6 months. I'd rather just go in and do my time, work out 2 times a day and get 0 since I can't work out right now. Just turned 19. Hey, man, if you're on house arrest, man, take the time to read you some books, man, to get your mind right, man. At least you're not locked up. You don't want to be sitting in jail. You don't want to rather be getting those nasty ass meals, having police in your face, telling you what to do, all up in your business, other people who don't like you, trying to manipulate you, get you caught up. Hey, man, just, do some positive things with your time, man. You know what I mean? Read, study something, take you an online course, learn another language. Use that time to your advantage, man. You don't want to be sitting up in prison, man. You got to be a damn fool to want to go do 6 months in prison rather than have house arrest and you can have somebody, female come over and you can bust her cheeks, man. You got to be crazy, man. Herc, were you in Long Park when Carmine Persico was there? Yeah, I was there. I was in the same unit with him, in C unit. Carmine was on the first tier and I was on the second tier. Big Herc, do you think segregation in California prison is secretly imposed by a state as the divide and conquer tactic to keep inmates fighting so they can't expose the tyranny of the institution? I think that the separation policy that you see in prison is perpetuated by fellow inmates who feel that it empowers them to have, non-interactive with certain races. Because the thing is, which a lot of times you have people in certain groups that have, like what you say, dirt and garbage in their backyard that they need to clean up. And nobody wants to be responsible for cleaning up somebody else's trash, whether to do the chomo, he's a homosexual, or he's a thief, you know what I mean? He's a snitch. And so most races prefer to regulate their own, and it makes it easier than for somebody to put hands on somebody else's race because, somebody's out of pocket. And so it becomes more or less regulating your people. And, a lot of times the people you call your people aren't really your people, man. So it's just a horrible place, man. And the politics in prison, man, like I said, is a lot more to it. Because you have on some yards, you might have a certain group of individuals, and they allow somebody to hang out, and this person's garbage, man. But don't nobody want to handle their business, you know what I mean? And then you have some races where as soon as they find out, it's a done deal. So, it's a lot of stuff going on that's not right. And, some people turn the cheek and other people, man, they put a knife in it. Big Herc, you ever meet any border brothers in the feds? Yeah, there's a lot of border brothers that share. Not a lot. There's a few when I was at Sheridan. Kendall Hurley, thanks for donation. Who do you think the criminal courts give men more harsh sentences than women who commit the same crimes? I don't know. I don't know how it compares women to men as far as the sentencing, as the disparity. I'm not sure how that works, but I know that a lot of times by people not taking the time to research certain laws, when they start charging you with these different statutes, do your research, man. Find out about the Constitution in your state. do your homework, get some knowledge about the basic laws, and you'll have a better understanding of why you're sitting there in court twiddling your thumbs. Um, Tyler, you gotta that question, dude. I gotta ask you because I answer your other stuff, man. But you gotta hit me up on an email or something like that, man. You gotta do your research on your own printing company. I mean, I do drop ship, but there's other people you can probably local to your area that can do your clothing as far as that's concerned. Uh, when was the last time I had to give somebody the hands? Oh, it's been a while. I ain't had to really put my hands on nobody. I'm not trying to catch no case, man. People are telling these days, man. You put hands on somebody, everybody pulls out a camera. All they gotta do is go search me on Instagram, YouTube, or social media, and then they're gonna put another case on me, man, and try to get me for assault and battery for some punk that ran his mouth because he couldn't fight. And then he's gonna try to sue me, so then he's gonna try to take some of my cars. It's not worth it, man. These guys nowadays, they don't want to fight, man. They want to talk shit, and then they want to run and then pull their camera out. These guys they're not throwing hands like they used to. Yeah, somebody else told me the jails aren't segregated in other places. I heard it. Suave said they're not segregated in Virginia. I heard they're not segregated in Florida. I heard they're not. This guy said they're not segregated in Kentucky. Um, it's just California, man. A lot of racism in California in prison. It's funny because people act so friendly on the street, but in prison, it's a totally different situation, man. I mean, it's a no interaction policy between the whites and blacks. No interaction. I don't. I mean, bottom line is, somebody says, on the upside. I mean, stay out of prison, man. If you want to have friends from different cultures, stay out of prison. Love to interview you from my podcast. Holler at me, man. Shoot us a message on the FreshOutSeries.com or shoot us an email at FreshOutSeries@gmail.com. If anybody's trying to get on with an interview, man, shoot us an email, FreshOutSeries@gmail.com, or a message on FreshOutSeries.com, and we'll holler back. We're always looking for great content, great interviews. No chomos, no rapists, nobody in molestation, none of that stuff. We're not talking to you. If you're a rat and you told on somebody, we're not talking to you. We don't want to hear your story. We're not glorifying people who told or people who took advantage of kids and women. We're not doing any of your interviews. If you're a garbage like that, I'd rather you not have our platform to exploit whatever it is you did. So just a heads up. But if you're a real one and you handled your business, you did your time, what I'm saying, and you're doing something positive, holler at us. Is it possible all public schools should provide career programs for kids to choose where they can? I think that public schools, if they did, it'd be nice to have an alternative for kids to be able to at least fill out something that they might want to do when they graduate. And let your kid go to private school nowadays and they're getting the attention. A lot of these kids, man, they go to class, they're disrespectful. The kids that want to learn can't learn because the other kids are acting up. There's no respect for the teachers. The parents don't discipline the kids. Man, my sister's a teacher, man, and she tells me about these kids, man, and they're out of control, man. The kids say stuff, man, that, if I was in the class with her, I would have, slap the shit out of them, man, for her, because these kids have no respect. And the parents out there, they're not disciplining the kids, and they don't respect what the teachers are doing. They think the teachers are just there and they should, put up with the bullshit, and it's not right, man. So, you go to a private school, you're paying a lot of money, your kid acts up, they get kicked out the school. Plain and simple. You know what I mean? You lose your tuition, you're done. So there's a lot more on the line for a kid going to private school than a public school. But if I had a child, I would never send him to public school. He'd be in private. I want him to have the best opportunities. I don't want my kid working at Walmart, man. You know what I mean? I don't want him to work at Lowe's, Home Depot. You know what I mean? I want him to own that shit. I don't want my kid being no damn worker, man, for somebody else. But that's just me. If you like that, you don't mind it, hey, man, more power to you. But I feel that my kid should have a better platform and opportunity than I did. Somebody said, get China Mac, have him holler at us. Have China Mac reach out. I don't have access to China Mac, man. I don't have a line on him. I know he's from New York. You know what I mean? I know people have told us to interview him before, but have him holler at us. If you have him, tell him, reach out to his manager, have him get at us. Big Herc, you came up in a Crip hood and SAG, correct? You ran with the Crips and the Feds. I grew up in North Highlands, which was a Crip neighborhood. There was Bloods there too, but it was more neighborhoods type stuff. When I got to the Feds, I had already moved out. I moved out of North Highlands when I was 16 years old. Okay, I came back when I was 18. Then I was gone again for the next 10 years. So, I wouldn't run around. When I was doing what I was doing, the porn industry, robbing banks, doing stuff in the street, I wasn't cripping, man. I wouldn't run around. What's up? I was dealing with all kind of people getting money. And when I went to the Feds, I ran with myself, man. I didn't want nobody telling me what to do. I don't want nobody trying to dictate my program. So I did my own thing. I was cool with the Crips. I know a lot of Crips, man. LA Crips. I was cool with them. A lot of dudes helped me out. I knew some dudes, a few dudes from Northern California, but more dudes from LA. And, I got along with a lot of the LA Crip dudes. And I had a lot of, cats I knew that were Bloods that, were good dudes from LA too that I hollered at. So, I wasn't really with the gangbanging stuff in the prison, man. And like I said, I had been so far removed from that scene by the time I got locked up in my 20s, man. It was just, I was on some different time. I'm doing 15 years in a week. Big Herc, any advice? Hey, man, holler at us. Sign up for a consulting. Go to the website. Sign up for some consulting, bro. I can't get it to you on here, on a public forum. Go sign up one-on-one. Pay the money, bro, and get you some consulting. I'll lace you up, man. Sign up for an hour. FreshOutSeries.com. Yeah, I'm in SoCal, baby. I'm out here now. I don't really. I go. I'm up in SAC every now and then, but I'm out here in LA, man, making moves. This is where it's at for me. Big Herc, did you see the white guy in Florida steal the police car and not one shot fired? What's your thoughts? Hey, bro, we both know that the police have open game on black people, man. The craziest thing, right? Black kids playing in the backyard, BB guns, in their backyard, BB guns. The cop gives them a quick, I think a 6-second warning, and it shoots one in the back of the leg or something, right? Now you have two white kids shoot up a Colorado school, and they're arrested. They didn't get shot. You tell me how crazy is that? Two white kids with automatics. They're shooting up. They shot 8 people, killed somebody, but they were apprehended. You got the black guy in Sacramento running through the backyard. He didn't even shoot nobody. He just was running. They said he possibly stole a car, but they shot him down dead. Now, how those white kids in Florida not get shot? Why didn't they go in there and just light them up? You tell me, man. I'm not making this shit up. You guys tell me. Hey, man, it is what it is, man. Herc, are you invested in the market at all, or have you explored some of those investing options? Yeah, I got some penny stocks, bro. I got some investments in some other currencies as far as commodities and stuff like that. I'm not going to get into detail, but I am, pretty much diversified as far as in some investments right now, and I got some other stuff I'm working on. So, I'm not like a major futures trader or anything like that, but I do have a few things up my sleeve. Cops act differently everywhere. I've seen series of white folks done the same way all the time. You're right. I'm just saying that particular instance, man, I'm just saying as far as I don't see how these kids got shot in the backyard, but then these guys went into Colorado with guns and they got arrested. You know what I mean? So it just doesn't make sense, man. And we know, white people are getting shot too. We know they get shot, people, Mexicans get shot. Everybody, are there. But I just think that there needs to be better communication on what's going on. And we know in certain areas, man, you're just more prone to get shot, man. The police is like shoot shoot now and ask questions later, man. You know what I mean? I'm just, it is what it is, man. You guys gotta be smart, man. You gotta watch out. And I seen a black guy on Facebook. He was in his front yard, man. And a cop pulled up on the brother in his front yard playing with his dog, and they asked him whose dog is that. Now this motherfucker is playing with a dog that's responding to him, and they said, "Whose dog is that?" And then they asked him his name. And you don't have to give your name unless you're committed a crime. You don't have to. You haven't committed a crime unless you commit a crime and you ask for your name. Then you're obligated to some degree, because now it becomes a charge if you give a false name. But if you're in your front yard playing and somebody rolls up and asks you what your name is and there's no crime committed, then it's not, looking suspicious is not a crime. There's no, unless there was something done. I mean, you're not subject to anything. So it's crazy, man. It's crazy, you guys. Big Herc, what's life like at the halfway house? Did you have to do any? Man, shut up, man. Dumb ass. Yeah, he's still messing with Bitcoin. Yeah, still messing with the Bitcoin, man. You see that shit jump right back up. Another 5 years, it's gonna be at probably a milli. So if you could have got in, you better get in now while it's under 10 grand, because it's not gonna be under 10 grand for long. Bitcoin Cash is gonna go through the roof, man. Straight Fourth Amendment violation. There you go. Learn about your rights, man. Read up on the Black's Law 5th edition. I'll be telling y'all, man, do your homework. Black's Law 5th, Black's Law 8th edition. Go get you a copy. Go to Amazon, get you a copy, man. Hey, man, time for the shout-outs. You guys, it's been fun, but it's time for the shout-outs. So let's get the shout-outs in. Shout-outs to everybody from Sacramento who's doing something right with themselves, who's on some positive shit. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody from the Bay Area. Who else we got out here? Shout out to Philly. Shout out Gentrification Philly. Shout out to Philly. Shout out to Anaheim, Eastside, Arizona, Mount Shasta, San Antonio. Shout out to Detroit, Traverse City, Michigan. Shout out to East Oakland. Shout out to Australia. Shout out to South Dakota. Shout out to Lake in the Hill, Illinois, San Pedro, Yugoslavia, El Paso, Texas, Honolulu, Hawaii, Pacoima, Fort Worth, Modesto, Burbank, Dallas, Southside Mesa, Arizona, LA, Los Angeles, London, U.S. Army, Air Force, Marines, Australia, Ohio, Southeast Missouri, San Diego, Fort Worth, Texas, North Carolina, Oregon City, Mount Vernon, New York, Skane, Sweden, Wilmington, California, Harbor City, Kentucky, North Korea, Monroe, Michigan, Grand Rapids, Michigan, Humboldt, New Orleans, Fort Pierce, Florida, Tampa Bay, Florida, Mesa, Arizona, Oxnard, Sinaloa, Frisco 415. We got the Bompton. But hey, we're not banging on here, but shout out to you. Africa, South Central, Rhode Island. Hey man, shout out to everybody who tuned in. Inglewood in the house, Pensacola, Florida. Everybody tuned in. Love y'all. See y'all next week. Do something positive with yourself, man. Get your paper. Help a friend out. Love your family members. And watch out for snakes, man. They all up in the backyard trying to get in. Shout out to Venice Beach, Newark, Ohio. Yeah, Michoacan. Oh, yeah, you didn't think I pronounced that, huh? Shout out to all y'all.